Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Project Highrise. And I'm noticing I have a bunch of influence here, so I might as well use it. So we can optimize maintenance, which makes people work faster, and it also expands the maintenance office. So I'm assuming we can do a couple things there. Okay, so height limits we don't care about. Art dealers. Again, I just don't feel like I have the money right now for this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do the maintenance. I think I'm just going to go down the operations branch until I feel like we're in a place where we can start doing aesthetics and politics more. Okay, so this is... most of this stuff is kind of good for later game stuff too. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take that. And I'm going to assume, yeah, that does give me a new maintenance office. It's larger. I don't know if I'm going to build it, though. Because I don't know if I really need it. Oh, and I have a lot of renovation to do. Can't really afford that right now. So I'm just going to wait until we get cash again, maybe. And then we'll do the renovations. But yeah, that is kind of hurting us. Yeah, I know you're getting worn down. Well, we'll work on you eventually. We're getting our tenants in, which is good. Let's go ahead and get this elevator in, as well as the utility wire closet right there. And I don't see a reason why not to put another apartment in. Because right now that is kind of the goal, 1-bedroom apartments. Put that in there. We're going to again do a deluxe 1-bedroom apartment. So we're going to need to allow for trash pickup and recycling. So I think I'm just going to continue with the same idea that I've been going with for, which is trash pickup here. Now, I know for these floors I did it here, but I just think space-wise we're going to be putting in the small 2-bedroom apartments, which will fit nicely in here. We might as well just put the trash there. And then recycling bins, we'll go ahead and grab and put here. And how are we doing on electricity? That might be a concern. All right, we're starting to get to the point where electricity is a concern. And I can't really afford to do anything about it right this second. But I could expand electricity in a pinch. Okay, so that floor is set up. Now we need the actual utilities. So first we need an electrical line. Goes in there. We need a cable line. They're fairly expensive, it looks like. And then a water line. Okay. And at the moment, cash is a kind of a, a little bit short, but it is what it is. I could build a little lobby area here. I'm just a little bit concerned once we start getting to bigger apartments with the kind of demands that they're going to have. Now, technically, I have all the facilities to, I think, get those apartments to work. So I'm starting to think maybe I just start building those, even though they're not something that I necessarily have a contract to do. I know I'm going to get a contract for them eventually anyway. At least I think I will. Because it has kind of gone in that progression. 1-bedroom apartments. It should probably be 2-bedroom apartments. I know we have Posh Pets here, which are asking for high-end luxury apartments, which we, I think, probably could even have done now, but there's a lot you have to do to get those things to happen. So, again, assuming that this progression is going to continue, and also the fact that we have kind of planned for this to be the case, I'm going to go ahead and do the small 2-bedroom apartments in here and just see what are their requirements. What are the things that they're looking for? So we have 2-bedroom apartment and then 2-bedroom luxury apartment. So 2-bedroom apartment, they need the same things that a 1-bedroom apartment has. They prefer upper floors. They like being close to elevators. They're going to be close to elevators, so that's not a big deal. And they hate noisy areas. Well, they shouldn't be in a noisy area, so that's all good. They need more things, though. They need a laundromat, and they expect housekeeping services. So those are all new things for me. And this is... all right, so we've done everything we can do on the sub-basement here. We need a laundromat, and we need... Okay. Well, I'm going to eventually want a metro station. How big was that? That was under what? That was under transit? I just want to see the size of it. It doesn't even let me see the size of it? Come on! I need to know how to plan things. Alright, well, you know what? It's not the end of the world. I would have preferred to put it near the elevator, though. Okay, so let's just assume that that is going to be over here somewhere. Okay, and it will fit over there. We could go this way with the rest of our stuff. So we'll put an elevator here. Okay. I think we can make this work. So let's just start doing some basic stuff. I don't even care how big this stuff is. I'm just going to start building some stuff that I know we're probably going to need. Where's our water line? It's all the way there. Oh, you know what? Maybe... the laundromat's going to need that. I start building this way too. Well, you know what? I don't think it matters that they're on top of each other. I've been building it that way because that's just been convenient. Well, we'll find out if that isn't the case. All right. Let's go take a look at the services. So we need laundromat, and we need... Well, first off, these are our services. Need laundromat is a reasonable size. It looks like about 5 size. So, okay. Let's say I put it there. And then, what's the other one? It was housekeeping. Housekeeping is pretty large. Looks like it is 9 in size. Okay, so we need 5 and then 9. Okay, so let's say these are our 2 utility closets here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, I'm going to need the stairs, so shoot. Oh, this is hurting my brain here. So, okay, so let's say these are the 2 utility closets. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is where the housekeeping goes. Then we do the stairs, and then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the other service. Whew. Okay, well, we'll see about that. And I know I'm going to already want this, so I'm going to put that there. And we'll wait for the elevator because I can't quite afford it. Alright, I'm not going to be able to put anything in here, I don't think, until I get... Well, the services are the services. But to see, the thing is, it's going to cost me money to build it. So, there's that too. And then I need to hook up all the utilities. So, I mean, it's going to cost me money to install these. Okay, so the area is set up. Let's get these services in there. So, first things first, let's get the laundromat in there. The laundromat's going to be here. Well, what does the laundromat need? I'm going to assume water. Well, they need gas too. Okay. So electricity, water, gas. And then housekeeping needs phone, water, electricity. Okay. Oh, I put housekeeping in. All right, first, let's get these utilities. First, make sure that work. What happens if I do this? There we go. All right, so yeah, that we can get it to work. Then we need electricity. And we need one of these. There. Okay. Perfect. Then we need the actual services. So, housekeeping. Going to be here. I'm sorry, here. Oh, I can't afford it, probably. Can I afford the laundromat? Yeah. No reason to buy it, though, because that's just going to cost me money. So, guess I might as well do the utilities, except I don't remember what they are. Electricity, cable, water. Okay. Well, we can make that happen. So, electricity, cable, then water, we're not going to be able to afford. Okay. Well, we got some progress on the 2-bedroom apartment. And this will help with the resident requirement, too. So, okay. So, we got $4,000 to work with. That's perfect. That's kind of what we need here. All right. So, get these services in. So, first things first, let's do the housekeeping services, which need electricity, phone, and water. Wait, hold on. Hold on. They needed something else. Let me take a look at that. Ah, shoot. Housekeeping also needs trash bins on the same floor and recycling bins on the same floor. Ooh. You know what? F it. I'm going to put the housekeeping up a floor. I'm going to put them up here with the apartments. Because, hey, we're going to have trash bins and recycling bins here. And then I just need to hook up electricity, phone, and water. Well, those utilities are right nearby. So I'm going to stick it by the elevator right here. I know that eliminates one apartment that we can have, but this is going to be less of a problem for me, I think. So I'm going to put it here. And then, again, we need electricity. Already hooked up. Phone, not hooked up. And then water, which we're going to need over there anyway. There we go. And then water over here. Oops. Over here. And we're going to eventually need water over here anyway, so I'm just going to draw the line. Okay, so that's housekeeping taken care of. Now we can do the laundromat. So, laundromat needs electricity, water, and gas. It's starting to hurt my brain having to try and remember all the things that I need for something and not having a reminder of it. I really wish if you clicked on a place, it would tell you that stuff, because that is one of the things that, I mean, yeah, I guess you would get an idea that you would need it after you have it hooked up. But it still would be nice for a reminder. Oh, we just need to draw the gas line that way. There we go. That should take care of everything that facility needs. Okay, so now that we have those services taken care of, let's get that 2-bedroom apartment in there. And might as well do the next 2-bedroom apartment too. So small 2-bedroom apartment right in there. And they need, again, just a reminder, they need electricity, cable, and water. So grab our electricity. I'm probably going to have to upgrade electricity soon. Cable. I already drew the water line, so we're good there. All right, let's take a look at our electricity. Yeah, we're already over, so I don't have the cash to get a big one, so I might actually have to take a loan here. But it doesn't let me take more than 2 loans. Alternatively, I just wait until the day's over. Looks like it's saying that I don't have enough gas. At least that's what the symbol looks like. But we should be good. Where's my gas area? That's cable TV. Here's my gas. Oh, I'm over that too. Jeez. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a problem. And I can't afford to do both. Either. Although I could get the gas line upgraded right now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the gas line right now. We'll just stick that right there. Okay. Electricity I'm going to have to wait for, unfortunately. Until the day ticks over. We get some more cash. Either that or we're early morning and we're not going to get more cash, are we? If it comes down to it, I might have to waste some money getting a smaller electrical thing rather than a larger one. I also have a lot of renovations I need to do. Yeah, there's our electricity shortage. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this, though. You know, ideally, I'd want one of these. Would it ever really let me? Can't fire your construction workers. You know. Oh, all right. Well, whatever. You always are forced to keep that little bit of area, huh? Okay. I'm just torn on what to do about this electrical situation. I have enough money that I could afford put a small station down there, but with the way that we construct things and at the rate we construct things, I think that's a big waste of money. So, you know what? This guy's just going to have not have power for the day, I guess. I don't know how upset that will make him, but... considering moving out. Yeah, I can't have that. Alright, this is going to be a waste of money, but I can't have somebody moving out on me. Yeah, see, they're pissed. My gas line situation probably needs upgraded as well. I just don't have the space to put the things in is the big problem. So I'm just, you know, cramming things into what space I have. But hopefully these bigger apartments pay off. I don't see a reason why not to start construction on the upper floors. Ooh, I do have more influence. Alright, optimize service. All services, workers, couriers, etc. work 50% faster. That sounds great to me. And it doesn't cost me anything, so... Boop. Then we've got exclusive elevator. Build upgraded elevators that do not need to begin on the ground floor. Oh, cool. Didn't even know that was a restriction we had. But I guess it is now. Or I'm aware of it now. Let's just get confirmation. Yeah, we can't build an elevator here. Okay, that's cool. Alright, well, in any case, let's go ahead and, as I said, continue building upward. As we know we're going to need to. And that's about as far as we can get for now. Unfortunately, the construction workers can't get up there, so that was a little unwise the way I built that. Okay, well, we'll build it over this way then. There you go. And then we'll give you some stairs so you can get up there. Alright, so apartment residents, we're looking at 30 of 50. Let's see how many residents we have here. Still 2. 3 for this one. We can actually get a proper breakdown here. So apartments, we have 28 adults and 2 children for a total of 30. All right, now that that's there, let's go ahead and install our elevators and our utility closets. All right, and then we've got our 1-bedroom apartment required. So go ahead and grab that. That there, and then we need our trash services. So go ahead and grab that. Got trash there, cycle there, and then we get our deluxe, which they need electricity, cable, and water hookup. And take a look at our water, see how that's going. 41 of 50, so we're starting to run low on that as well. And cable hookup, we're perfectly fine with. All right. So speaking of water, let's start with that. Water. Boop. Electricity. All the way over there. And cable. And I can stick a 2-bedroom apartment right in here because I already have all the services I need on this floor, and actually in this area all the connections are good. So let's go ahead and do our small 2-bedroom apartment, and we'll stick it right there. And 2-bedroom apartment. These guys should already be hooked up and have everything they need. So there they go. And again, water is going to be... Oh, actually, water is the only thing that they don't have hooked up. So let's grab that. And we might as well just draw that line all the way over there. And we can even get our other 2-bedroom apartment installed here. As a matter of fact, at this point, we're actually getting the 2-bedroom apartments installed faster than we're getting the 1-bedroom apartments installed. Which is fine. I mean, we get this grant done quicker. Or contract. I keep calling them grants. Because of prison architect. And then we need a 2-bedroom apartment. It looks like they kind of help you by color coding the apartments to let you know which ones are the upper scale ones. So it looks like they get darker in color for deluxe. All right. Oh, again, I figure we might as well go up. While we can, let's go ahead and put the stairs in so they can actually build it. Now, I know I'm very close to needing more resources, but the loans will get paid off soon. I can take more loans that will help with the higher expense items that I'm going to need to do. Okay. Now, it looks like influence costs go up regardless of where you put the influence in. So just like with the buzz. All right. But I'm pretty pleased with the situation we have right now. Revenue is looking really good. If only I had more revenue contracts, because that is one of the easier things that we're accomplishing here. 15,000 in rent revenue, 5,000 over our operating costs. So that's pretty fantastic. So we're pretty much getting $5,000 a day, which we just got. And now that I see that, let's see transit. How big is this thing? Oh, not quite fitting in there. Ideally, I'd want it right here, I think. We put it on the other side of the elevator here. And I think I would want the transit facility sooner rather than later. So I think I'm going to build for that. I'm not going to be able to afford it just yet. But we'll start building some of the things that we need to get that to work. So Do that, and then transit facility is how big? Oh, well, I just spent more money than... All right, well, in the future, next day, I get about 5,000, so not a big deal. And we'll just build up the next floor. Why not? There we go. So I only need 6 more one-bedroom apartments, and we're at 37 of 50 potential residents. And now, as far as the water, which was the thing that's kind of running short, we're doing okay. Electricity we definitely need, like, now. So why not upgrade that stuff now? We know we need it. Okay. I think it's time. Oop, I didn't mean to click on that. I meant to click on that. I think it's time to take a bigger loan here. So we're not available to do this because we don't have enough prestige. I would like 15 grand right now. It will take a while to pay off. 30 payments of 60. I'm sorry, 60. So 600. But I think we can afford those kind of payments. I mean, I'm making 5 grand a day. And I need the money. And I don't want to wait too much longer for this stuff. And considering how much the power stuff costs, I think that's kind of a problem. I want to get this stuff taken care of now. So I'm going to go ahead and take the big loan. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get big electricity and water facilities here. And they should already be hooked up. So if I were to do that, though, how much actual space am I using here? So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I do that, I do 2, 4. Okay, that would be fine, I think, for what I'm planning on doing here. So I'm going to do a big electrical connection. I'm also going to do a big water connection. That will give me 150 capacity. Then, if I need phone or cable TV, I can just stick that next to it. That's and I'll do a medium one probably for that. But right now, phone connections, 44 of 50. Cable, we're fine for the meantime. And then the next other thing we have is gas. Gas might be a thing that we need soon. So phone and gas is going to be the next thing on the list. I can't do both, though, unfortunately. And then, transit. How big are you? You are, let's compare it to something we know the size of. Looks like about size 12. It's kind of hard to tell for sure. Yeah, it might be actually size 13. So I'm going to plan for size 13. If that's not correct, we'll change it, but... Okay, that should be good. Let's see if the transit facility will fit into that space. Okay, we went one bigger than we needed. That's okay. I can live with slightly being off. Okay, all right. And we'll be able to afford that once we get some of this construction done. So that's not too big of a deal. And then elevator. Utility closet. Water hookup. Gotcha. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get the trash facilities as well. We know we're going to need. So trash bins there. And recycle bins are going to be there. And then we'll go ahead and grab the one-bedroom apartment. Stick that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and get the deluxe one-bedroom apartment, which, again, we need electricity, cable, and water for. So, getting onto the utilities. You know what? I might as well just connect everything for this floor that we know we're going to need, because all of these things need the same services. We've got the money now, so why not use it? And then water. Okay, perfect. So I guess I might as well do the other connections here. So we need small 2-bedroom apartments. There. There. And then we do this. That. All right, perfect. We're actually under the 5,000 that we need to build a transit, but that's okay. By the end of the day, we'll have it, so I think we're golden. In case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is a Mouse Gunner, signing out.